Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Divorce is a significant life adjustment. However, the changes that come along with a divorce are often far more profound, and there are extra actions you need to do. Untangling your money from those of your ex-spouse is one of the divorce process's legal challenges. Here is how will divorce affect your finances? Number 5. Health insurance. You might have to pay for health insurance after your divorce, depending on whose plan you were covered under while you were married. You will be financially responsible for acquiring your own coverage if you're no longer covered by your former spouse, if you are jobless, do not have health insurance via your employer, or were dependent on your spouse's insurance while you were married. Of course, any partner might experience this, but the key is to be ready in case you end up losing your coverage. You do have choices if you are in danger of losing your health insurance, but they can be more costly than they were when you were covered by your spouse's policy. When looking for private health insurance so that you may continue to be covered, the Affordable Care Act Health Insurance Marketplace is a smart place to start. Number 4. Childcare. If you have children together with your spouse, it can be assumed that you'll pay child support, or that child support won't necessarily cover all of your costs. But have you given this any consideration or made any preparations for it in the actual world? According to the data published by the Economic Policy Institute, the average yearly cost of baby care in the U.S. varies by area, ranging from as low as $5,436 in Mississippi to a high of $24,243 in the District of Columbia. The yearly cost of daycare for a 4-year-old is only somewhat lower, from $4,784 to $19,112, so failing to budget for this big expense may be a costly error. Less opportunity for your children due to financial stress might include missing out on summer camps, sports, or music classes. It may also affect how much money you have available each day to buy meals. You may find it more difficult to meet all of your children's requirements and needs if you have less money due to paying child support or not getting enough to cover these costs. You may need to think of other methods to pay for these fees, since you can't always alter the amount you're required to pay or get. The government Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, which offers nutrition benefits to low-income people and families, may be able to help you if you're having difficulties paying for food. You may need to budget for things like sports and summer camps so you can save money or have money available. Number 3. Divorce is much harder on women. Although both men and women often experience financial hardship following a divorce, the weight placed on women is frequently far heavier. Women often experience more financial hardship after a divorce than males because of these characteristics and the manner in which divorce laws are structured. For women, divorce typically has very negative effects. Following a divorce, around 20% of women experience poverty and 25% have a temporary loss of health insurance. Mothers who either didn't work before the divorce or are required to reduce their job hours after a divorce in order to care for their children are more likely to need public assistance to cope with their financial obligations. Unfortunately, even with public aid, they often can't manage to cover all of their expenses, and more than 30% of women who go through a divorce lose their houses. The fact that an astounding 75% of divorced moms who are entitled to child support payments from their spouse do not get the full amount owed them only makes things worse. Number 2. Tax. Divorce might have certain tax repercussions that you should be aware of in advance, so you can make the necessary plans. If you don't think through the tax repercussions of your choices, splitting your assets or claiming your share of your spouse's retirement plan might go south. There are choices accessible to the spouse claiming their share of the assets when eligible plans, such as a 401k, are split. Imagine that you are the spouse who will get half of the assets. You have the option of rolling over half of the assets into your retirement plan, keeping your share in your spouse's current plan so you may receive a payment after retirement, or taking the cash payout immediately. Number 1. Credit cards. Debt from credit cards might be difficult to split, but the court may do so during the divorce proceedings. Whoever decides it, you'll have to respond to a few straightforward but often shockingly challenging questions. Do you know which name belongs to which card? Who is each card's authorized user? Having yourself or your spouse removed from a credit card if you or they are the only authorized users is usually as simple as giving the credit card company a call. This is because you or they were given permission to use the account but are not the primary account holder who applied for the credit card. Even while understanding the unexpected repercussions of divorce won't always make things better, it may assist. Learn how divorce might affect your finances and take the time to learn how to handle your money so that you can promptly pay off any debts you might accrue. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos.